What's up everyone, Alan Morrow here and welcome to today's video. I'm just about to create a pad inside Spire, so I thought I'd give you guys a little insight as to what I was going to do with it and sort of have a bit of a play around. Thought it'd be interesting for you to sit in and sort of see exactly how I would create something like this. So it's not necessarily a tutorial, I'm going to be having a bit of a play around. Don't know exactly what type of style pad that I want to make right now, but again, bit of a session where I'm just going to sort of create a pad sound and hopefully you can learn from it. So I will jump in every now and then and sort of explain exactly what it is that I'm doing. But yeah, if you'd like to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell for any future videos that might help you with your trance productions. And if you'd like to support the channel, then you can do that at alanmorrowstudios.com, where there's plenty of start to finish courses, tutorials, templates, sample packs, MIDI packs, and everything you can think of to help you with your trance productions. So let's get into the video. So what I've got here is an instance of Spire. And I've just got a pad, simple pad, and a sub pad playing underneath it. So I'll just let you hear this. So just a simple pad progression. Let's just make sure that these are on the. No, one sec. Overlap them just a tiny. Okay, cool. Let's leave it like that for the moment. Okay, cool. So let's get started. So with it being a trance pad, I kind of want to basically start off with a bit of a saw, and then I'm going to do a lot of kind of modulation and different things with the other oscillators and stuff and kind of build it up from there. So let's go here. Oscillator 1 is already a saw. Let's make sure this is initiated. Yeah, cool. Right. So what I want to do here is a saw. Let's go and grab some voices. Let's go with saw 7. Let's turn this up a bit. Let's change this attack time to make it slower, more like a pad. The other thing as well, in the initiated patch of Spire, envelope 3 is always mapped to the cutoff, so I'm just going to turn that off for the moment. And let's bring up this release as well, so the pad kind of bleeds into each other a little bit nicer. These have gone out of time. One sec. Okay, cool, nice. So let's bring up the resonance a little bit, so when we filter through, sounds nice. Bring it down a little bit more. Okay, so this is kind of like my bass to the sound. And when I say bass, I don't mean sub bass or bass pattern. I mean just the main sort of sound to this, I guess. But let's get sort of messing around with this. I'll bring this out of the way. I've just noticed it. My head's in the way of the parts there. So, okay, cool. So let's have a little look what we want to kind of do with this. Right. Over a period of time, I think I want to. Let's add in another layer first. Actually, let's just isolate it for a sec. So let's see what else we've got in here. I'm gonna use maybe like a violin and bring these voices up. Maybe let's try 9. Okay, 9 voices there now. Maybe I'll morph that between that and the violin. Let's try another. Let's maybe do that. How do I want to morph it? Let's go with an LFO for this one. Let's use it. So let's go to here. Let's go to oscillator 2. I want to go wet mix, and let's have a little look. Amount. And I want it kind of to do kind of slowly, you know. So let's change the rate time. Let's do the amount. Oh, just to mention, I've got a sub pad under here, so this pad is here. I just generally put that under there just to kind of fill out that low end while I'm creating a pad. Might leave that down an octave. Let's have a little listen. Try an octave up. Okay, let's leave that like that for now. Let's go into oscillator 3. Let's see what we've got here. Let's go to saw pulse width modulation. Let's maybe add in another. Let's turn this on. Sorry. Let's add some voices. So we try 7. So let's have a little. Maybe you don't want to morph that. And let's have a little think about what we're going to do here. Let's bring these ones in as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one, oscillator 3, I'm going to send this through to filter 2. I'm going to balance out the filters, and they're going to be running in parallel. So this is going to go through to filter 2, and I think with this one, if I just mute these a sec, I'm going to use a sort of a bandpass filter, I think. Turn the resonance up. And then let's modulate this cutoff here. Let's listen to it with the rest of them. Let's maybe do that, I think. I'm gonna, yeah, let's do it with, I'm just trying to think what the best way to kind of modulate this is. I want it to kind of move. Let's use another LFO. Only, okay, sorry, back to oscillator 2 a sec, because I've just realized I didn't change the shape of this, which I want to do is kind of just go up and down. I want to kind of, let's go back to this a sec. I don't want it to just kind of go up and down, so I'm going to use one of these, something like this, so that it's a bit more random. Bring this one in. Now I want to modulate this, so I'll use LFO4 for this, I think, and I'll do this one. Let's go filter cutoff 2, and we'll do this quite slow, I think, over time. I'm just going to isolate it a sec so I can hear it properly. This is going to be how much it's going to kind of do this by, so just not as much as it was. It sounded like it was going up and down too much. So I've just got this on free running with no time rate, just so that, because it's a pad, just a little bit more sort of movement to it. Well, not more movement, it just so it's not triggered to the beat or whatever. So that sounds nice. Now what I might do with LFO 3 is I might map this to the resonance as well of filter 2, because although there's a good amount of LFOs, I don't want to waste them all just yet. So let's go to LFO, what am I now? LFO 3, going to filter resonance 2. it's going to kind of get this resonance and kind of be doing this through this. There's a little bit more movement there. Let's bring these back in. Now, I think oscillator 3 that's going through to this sound better when it's a bit lower. Oscillator 3 is definitely going through to this. Yeah, input 2. Sorry, filter 2. That sounds nice. Now let's map this the mod wheel to that a second, so I can play around with it without having to do this. So I'm going to map filter 1 and filter 2 to the mod wheel. That's sounding nice. I still want to know if don't know if I want to bring this down an octave. That's oscillator 3, by the way. I've just brought down an octave yet. Just to give it a bit of warmth underneath the pad. Going to bring the it sounded nice. Let's give it a bit of reverb. I'm going to use the plate one. I feel like the plates can give it a nice kind of bit of sheen to the pad on the top there. Let's also add a bit of chorus. That's sounding nice. Let's have a little look what else we can do. Let's maybe add in another oscillator again. Let's turn this up. Let's isolate this a second. Let's see if we can give it a little bit more character. Drop it down an octave maybe. Oh no, let's try something else. Bringing these in a sec, so have a listen to that. Nah, don't like that. Let's try something else. Let's go maybe like a... Yeah, this is nice. Let's try. A bit of width to that. Maybe send this to filter 2. Let's go up an octave. Just bring that into a little bit of filter 1 there. cool. Let's give it a bit of texture on the top there. Let's bring all these in. It's a little bit too loud, that one. I'm going to bring that one down. Let's bring the 3 up a bit as well. Now, with oscillator 4, I'm going to modulate that with the pan a little bit, just to give it a bit of movement there. So this one here, if I just isolate this. So if we go to LFO1, let's use LFO1. Let's just do, what was it again? It was oscillator 4. Oscillator 4, we're going to go pan. I'm going to turn it up a little bit just so it goes left and right. I'm going to do it over a longer period of time. That's nice. Let's bring these back in. Filtering through the mod nice as well. So let's have a little look what else we can kind of do to this. Let's have a little think about this. So we've used up all the oscillators. Let's see if we can get a bit of movement somewhere else. I wonder if oscillator 1, 1 second. With not oscillator 1, sorry, envelope 1. Let's maybe look at getting the filter cutoff to open up slowly over a period of time. So let's try that. Bring the decay time up a bit. Let's try it with all these. That's nice. I just think with oscillator 4, just want to turn it down a little bit, I think. Wondering if it sounds better down an octave, I think. Just testing what I can use to sort of modulate, sort of give it a nice sound there. I'm going to modulate these two as well, I think, just to give it that. It sounds like it's got a nice little bit of grunginess to it there. So let's go to LFO 2. I'm going to get the, so what is it? It's oscillator 4. So oscillator 4, where are we? Detune. Where are we? Detune. Oscillator 4, detune. Let's do this again on a slow rate. let's find something that's got a bit of movement to it. Let's use maybe organ 1. Let's turn this up a sec so I can... Now with the density, I'm going to do it so it's kind of doing different things like this. So they're kind of moving separately. So let's go. Oh, I'm not going to do it, am I? Because I've only got, how many have I got left? We need more modulation. Okay. No, it's okay. I can go the other way with it, can't I? Let's try this. Let's go. Where are we? Oscillator 4. Density. Okay, cool. Let's try this. This sounds nice underneath there. I think just gives it a bit more body. Now I don't like when I sweep up here how it sounds, this oscillator 4, when it's at this point with the modulator, the mod wheel. So I'm just going to isolate it a sec and just... Let's bring these back in again. I'm actually going to get oscillator 4, and I think I'm going to modulate this as well. I just need to find somewhere that's gonna... I've got a spare one here. Let's have a little listen to how this sounds. Where are we? So we want oscillator 4, filter input. Let's try this. It's had a little bit of delay a second. Cool. I like that. I think that's going to be it, to be honest with you. Don't want to just modulate stuff for the sake of it. I think I like this as it is. Also, as well, if you wanted to, is going through the different oscillators and like create a bit of separation between the sounds, but let's listen to it without the sub pad. know when to stop. Okay, cool. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. As I say, if you are looking for more sound design sort of tutorials, there's plenty at alanmorrisstudios.com. And if you haven't also done so, check out the Alan Morris Studios Trance Production community, and you get exclusive tips and tricks sent directly to your inbox, as well as exclusive offers and stuff for the website. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.